Hello and welcome to AP Calculus with Mrs. Lamb. I'm hoping this video gives you a brief overview of how the class will run this year, as well as what you can expect and support your student throughout the school year. So the first thing that you're going to want to make sure that you reference frequently and get accustomed to is the plan book layout that is also embedded on my north side. Okay, you can see the topic that we're going to cover for every class, as well as the description, if there's a lesson check that day and what lesson it's on, as well as what AP Classroom videos align with that topic, just in case you need more support or to go back to. And then lastly, the assignment that correlates to that lesson. So a few things that you want to take note of as well. The test dates for the quarter are set at the beginning of the quarter. These will always be on a block day and will not change barring any unforeseen circumstances. Hopefully this allows students enough time to study and feel prepared going into the exam. The other thing that you want to notice is the format of the lesson checks. The lesson checks are quick 1 or 2 question AP style questions that are on the lesson previously taught. There will always be a gap in between the day it's taught and the day that I give a lesson check, so that the student has plenty of time to do practice problems and come in to get help if need be. So at the beginning of every unit, the students get a sheet like this that shows them the exact skills that they are going to be tested on or expected to learn during that unit. We did do a lot of work this year to really align between the classes, specifically for AP Calc, between pre-calculus. So if you look at how the titles are written, the first letter designates the unit, so for instance, limits. The second part designates where they are actually taught that. If you notice, this first unit has a lot of PCs because we actually teach those in pre-calculus, and then they are numbered accordingly after that. These standards directly align with the standards used in College Board's AP Calculus curriculum. So again, this helps alignment and makes sure that the student is completely prepared to sit for that exam, feeling confident with their expectations and skills. These standards also show up as the assessments in the student's gradebook. So there's complete alignment from start to finish in the unit and how the student is going to be assessed. When the students take their tests, each question is tracked in accordance to the standard. As you can see, this spreadsheet takes that 1 through 6 scale and turns it into a percent. This should help the student be very clear on what they're doing well and areas that they need improvement. The standard scale is 1 through 6, and the corresponding percent is shown on the right-hand side. The standards can fluctuate. Since all tests are cumulative, those standards they did poorly on, they will have an opportunity to improve on the next test, and the standards they did well on, they will work to maintain as we move forward through the year. So a normal class's notes will look something like this, a Cornell style that we will explore a topic and then allow the students to pull previous information and summarize the content at the conclusion of that lesson. Notice that the heading and the title also correlate to the lesson that is listed in Plan Book, so the student can quickly and easily find the appropriate notes. If a student misses a class, all classes are recorded in Notability and available on my north side in the Recorded Lessons folder. Simply find the unit, the date that the student missed, and the corresponding lesson will be there. Most of the lessons are recorded in Notability, so they need to be opened in Notability and on their iPad. We do use 3 different platforms for homework and preparation for the content. ALEKS is used over the summer and throughout the school year to review basic algebra skills that the students are expected to be fluent in as we apply calculus to them. These usually have very broad deadlines and are used as review for the student to do individually. Albert is the more common one that the students will access. As you can see, the assignments have the same name as the lesson, and we'll have AP level questions for the students to complete. Again, these are used for the students to prepare for their lesson checks. They are not graded, nor should the student feel pressured to get all of them right. Okay, this is for them to practice and to see, again, that high level of problem in a situation that has no grade affiliated with it. Here, the student can see the level of question, easy, moderate, or difficult, and go ahead and try the question. Whether they get it right or wrong, Albert will give them a very thorough explanation of how to do the problem. Again, it is up to the student to decide how many questions they need to do for that topic and what level of question that they will feel comfortable with in order to feel prepared for the lesson check and the subsequent test that is going to follow. Our last resource is AP Classroom. AP Classroom has done a great job in the last few years, and as COVID has hit, to make online resources available for students and teachers. These usually include direct AP questions that were either used in previous AP tests or are written by the same people that write the tests. So priority is given to these when they are assigned. Again, these are the non-negotiables that all students need to complete and will correlate very closely to their assessments on assessment day. Here you can see what a lesson check would look like. Again, they would take these at the beginning of the class period. They are timed at 2.5 minutes per multiple choice question. This is the same pace that they would be expected to keep on the AP exam, and about 15 minutes for an FRQ question. So again, we're very intentional about aligning all the content and the timing to mirror or mimic what that AP exam is going to feel like in May. All tests are also made using AP Classroom questions and thus are AP level questions. The students are paced during their assessments, again, the same way that the lesson checks are, with 2.5 minutes for each multiple choice question and then about 15 minutes for each FRQ. This way, again, we are ensuring that the students are prepared by May to see a full AP test, as they have been doing AP questions all year. I hope this helps give you a little bit of insight into AP Calculus and the intentional design to foster that growth mindset for our students as they approach May. We start preparing in pre-calculus and continue that journey through AP Calculus so that they are proud of their growth, can celebrate their growth, and hopefully sit very confidently for that exam in May. Please let me know if you have any other questions, and I look forward to a great school year.